Awesome. Hello, everybody. Nice to see ya. Oh gosh, that would take me about a year ago, maybe two, technically. No, I'm sorry, a year ago. Yeah, yeah. Wait, what was last year? Uh, okay, just checking. Yeah, it would be about 2020 where I first started. Um, I was at the point of my life where I was let's see what I was about. I was 19 years old. I was at the point where I was just doing nothing in my life. I had no idea what I was doing. All I did was eat, sleep, go to work, and watch YouTube all day. And that drove my parents nuts. And they are encouraging me to figure out something to do because it was during the pandemic, during quarantine, and I had skipped college that year because everything was online. And when we switched to online during the start of it all, I did very poorly in school. So I decided to wait until they brought at least hybrid classes back because I do better in person than online. Which is funny because tomorrow I'm taking a VA class that's completely online, but we'll see. So during that time, I was trying to figure out like what the heck I should be doing with my life. So I also, excuse me, I had been voicing all day just to let all the audience know. So if I sound rough or I've been clearing my throat a lot, it's because I've been yelling a lot in front of my mic. So bear with me. But anyways, um, so at one point, it was during the let's see, I think it was during like the end of 2020 or something. It was during this time that the Mandalorian came out, actually, and during that, when the Mandalorian came out, I was like really into like, oh wow, look at all these like different character stuff because I'm a big Star Wars fan. Now, how does this get me to voice acting? I'll get to that in a sec. So a couple years before that, I'd also gotten to Sonic. Officially, I played a couple of games now and then, but it was Forces that officially brought me into the community. And I've been seeing all these different like comic dubs and animations and stuff, and all these different voices. And I also been watching Bulma Bunny's channel, Tales and Sonic Pals, for like years, for like a couple years prior. And I was like, maybe I could. This is something I could get into, but I didn't know where to start. That was my problem. So then I went and the Mandalorian came out, watched it, loved it, and I was like, you know what? Where do they have any like Star Wars X Sonic the Hedgehog fan art? Because I remember Sega did a crossover with Legend of Zelda in one of their games. It was Lost World with the DLC. That was really good.
Yeah.
So and I've been seeing like fan art, and so I looked up some fan art, and I saw a few, and they were like from really good to like, what the heck is this? What am I looking at? And then I was like, why do they have any fan art of The Mandalorian? And I looked it up, and I saw nothing. And I sat back, and I went, that kind of sucks. And then my head went, hey, maybe you should try something. And I went, what? So I just kind of started this idea that it's still in production right now, but that started an idea where I would create. I went on casting call this is where I got my start. I went on casting call, and I created a project called Shadow the Mandalorian. So it's basically the storyline of the Mandalorian with Sonic characters, and Shadow's the Mandalorian. That's where I got my start. I got I got auditions and stuff. I did every single mistake a very new voice actor or casting director does. I insta-casted. I wasn't very clear in the description, I don't think. I did every single mistake. So that was December of 2020. And then I started going around seeing what kind of Sonic projects I could get involved with. And I got involved with a channel, and I was casted as Infinite, but I feel like that didn't really go anywhere because the casting director was not mentally. She wasn't like, I know a lot of like mentally unstable people, but she was like over the edge a bit. She would always like shut down during a live stream. She would like delete the live streams she would do, and then that is. But the funny thing about that is that's also where I met Cashlyn, because she got casted as Rouge, but then I was told they dropped her because she, I don't know, because of her attitude or something. But she told me that she left, but I'm like, hey, what happened? What happened? So anyways, that's where I met her. That's where I had my first encounter with the great Cashlyn Snow. Excuse me a minute, I need to get some water.
Take your time, take your time.
Sweet relief. Okay. Okay, so that's where I first met her. So I was involved with that channel for like several months, but nothing went anywhere and I didn't really grow at all. So I left it in around August. And during the time between January and August, I just kind of piddled around, I guess. I wasn't really into it. I mean, I was like, it looks cool, but I was also waiting on a project that it's still working on right now, but but that's also during that time. It was about March or April. I forget when. It was during this time frame where I actually auditioned for a project Cashlyn had out. Now, this is where I started learning more about the industry, about what to do and what not to do, though I didn't know at the time. So Cashlyn had a casting call for a bunch of different characters for like personal projects she wanted to do.
All right.
I auditioned for 4 different characters. I auditioned for Knuckles, Silver, Shadow, and I believe Espio. That was the 4th character.
All right.
I waited a day or two, and I thought I did. I thought I did really well, and I also had upgraded to a new mic. And I was like, I'm a shoo-in, because at the time, I was. That's something I should explain. My bad. Let me backtrack a little bit.
Good.
So this is where I also created my name, because I was trying to think of a good VA name.
All right.
Because you've got Chaos the Protectors, I could name several NC voices, Dr. Kelp, shout out to him. We have Rachel Eliza or Coffee Dubs. Right. The list goes on and on. So I was trying to think of something I could call myself.
Right.
So this may come out as a surprise, but no, my name is not because I had an overinflated ego. The reason I came up with the name was because it was a playoff of Shadow. He calls himself the ultimate voice excuse me, I've been saying that so many times. The ultimate life form. I'm so sorry. No, he calls himself the ultimate life form, and I wanted to be known as one of the best Shadow the Hedgehog VAs in the fan community.
Right.
And so I decided to call myself the ultimate voice actor. But it was also a play on words, because this is going to surprise a lot of people, but I'm actually not the ultimate voice actor. I can name several who are far better than me, but I'm not going to, because I'll feel bad. But
I know.
But this is I put that name out there because that's something I want to be. That's something I want to work at. Something I want to become. But I mean, that kind of failed because not the working up to become the ultimate voice actor, but everyone just automatically assumes I am the ultimate voice actor. And I'm like, I'm not there yet. I'm still learning. Especially this is a good segue to what I was talking about earlier when I auditioned for Cashlyn. And when I got the reviews back from Cashlyn, the feedback, it was very severe. And in a professional way, but still, every single one had like a 5, not 5. This is an exaggeration. It was a paragraph of like everything I did wrong and everything where I could improve. It's like, you did well here, but you did this. She named peaking. She named slurring. She named it's not like right for the character. And I was over here reading this. I was like, at first I was upset because like, what the heck? Why is she doing that? It's so mean. But then I started reading the terms. I was like, what the heck? Peaking? Slurring? I'm not drunk. I'm underage. I can't drink. So this is where I got my second, like technically my second encounter, because she, in my last audition, which was for Shadow, she actually offered to friend me on Discord and walk me through what I should do and what I should not do so I can re-audition and do better. So this is where I became friends with Cashlyn. So, and so we hopped on a Discord call. She introduced me to Audacity, and she walked me through all these different do's and don'ts about what to do, what not to do, all that jazz. And I was like, okay, that's what that means. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so then she,
me.
Yeah, she did?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
No, it was a good thing because it was helpful.
Yeah, I know, but still, I was like, wow, okay. Let me take another draw.
Yeah, and she helped me out as well, especially with Audacity.
Yeah. So anyways, so what she did next was she had me pull up Audacity after I downloaded, after she walked through what I should do, and then do like a bit of the audition. She chose Knuckles, and she said, "Okay, read this." And I did. She's like, "No, you're peak." And I shared my screen, and she walked me through like, "Okay, now turn your gain down lower until like I'm at the 12, 18 threshold, because you don't want to go over -3 decibels when you're recording lines. The -18, -12, maybe -6 is ideal. You don't want to go. You want to go too high, but if you go too low, the audio would be hard to hear, especially if you run compressor through it. Then it'll make it big and blow your eardrums. Right. So if you have a lot of earwax, then go for it. But if you don't, then keep it to -12 to -8 when you're recording lines. Okay. So anyways, I re-auditioned again for all 4 characters. I did much better. She even told me that. And I didn't land a single audition. So I was sitting there. I laugh about it now because I was like, dude, I did all the work. I did exactly what you told me to. And I didn't land a single audition. Every one of them went to a different character. Now, don't get me wrong. The people who had them now are like phenomenal. Like they're good with Blingy, I believe, is one of them. And they replaced the Shadow V8 that she had with another person, which is Kelp.
All right.
I think he talked about that before when you had him. I'm pretty sure he has. He's probably mentioned me as well, but
yeah,
you know. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. But Kelp's good at what he does. Like, I'm very happy to that she's found the stories. If he has not told it, the story is hilarious. How he ended up as VA for Cash On.
I think he did. But
it's hilarious. Like, about it now. It's completely funny. Okay. So back to me. However, so I got. It was about. I was still involved with the channel that I was talking about, and then it was April. No, I'm so sorry. Like I said, I've been recording all day, so my mind's kind of a bit everywhere.
Yeah,
August, I believe it's August. Yes, when I finally cut ties with a friend that was taking over my life a little bit. I cut ties with that. So yeah, it was not good. So once I'd switched over from I now have all this time on my hands, like I'm not in school, I'm just working. I now started to fully go into voice acting. Like I started auditioning for a lot of stuff now. I had time for that. So I did that on the side while I went to work. Wait, was it August? Oh gosh, I think it was. Yeah. So I got involved with a bunch of projects as well. When Sonic Revolution, when they had that in the Discord event happen, I got involved with a bunch of projects. I also ended up in Sonic Legacy server. Where I auditioned as well, but I didn't get any roles. I probably still won't because they're not open right now. They have opened several. I'm rambling. Hold on. Let me explain why Sonic Legacy is important to where I am right now.
Right.
So, Cashlyn Snow is. I can't get away from this woman. She's also the casting director and a VA for Sonic Legacy, and it was fun seeing her again. I also met her in Sonic Revolution when I went to the Discord event. So yeah, we started running into each other a lot, and so I did. I kept looking for a project, started, waiting for lines for another project and all that. I just did whatever aspiring VA did get involved and practice and audition. It was about, let me go through my DMs really quick because that's super important. Cashlyn Snow, like scrolling up. It's a long time ago. Very long. She can confirm. It's nope. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so hot. Wait, hold on. Let me try something. Yeah, no, not yet. Hold on. Let me. Before a specific date. So, no, not before. Should be after. Just give me a minute.
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
After. It's gotta be. Old.
While you're doing that, and me and the viewers are just listening to Eggman's theme song right now.
No, it's not August. It's I'll have to go further back. Well, I'm in 2021 right now, so I gotta go. Wait, what was the comment? I'm so sorry.
No, I was saying, while you're doing that, me and the viewers are just listening to Eggman's theme song right now.
Hold on. Oh, here it is. Indeed. Oh yeah, she. Let's see. Yeah, I found her and I was like, "Hey, yo, you're part of Sonic Revolution." Okay, this is 06. That's June. So. And I was part of Sonic Revolution. Oh yeah, she also invited me to some VA classes as well. That's right, I was involved with the classes. So I'm part of this server called the Slime Network. That is where there are 2 different classes for VA. There's beginner, there's advanced. I'm part of the advanced class. Here is where you'll get taught, like, you're basically taught like emotions. You're basically taught like how to use your emotions in different situations. And we use tongue twisters, which make it a lot harder. Believe me. So yeah, I'm involved with that. So that's also where I wound up with her. So yeah, she and I corresponded for a while, and wait. Yes, here we go. So this is where I'm starting to correspond with Cashlyn more. Like I said, Cashlyn is very involved with my origin story. I don't know why, but divine providence. We'll see. So I asked, it was at one point where I was in a little bit, because I'm kind of jealous of all my friends having like boyfriends or girlfriends and relationships. And I'm like, I'm lonely. So my dad and I had a talk. And he gave me some good advice, about like dating and waiting, and like, you should really enjoy what you're doing right now before you start to get involved with someone else. And it was really good advice. So I was inspired to do I had done a couple comic dubs before that. So this is where I was inspired to write an audio drama, because I saw like Cashlyn and several other people had done audio dramas. So I wrote a script and I contacted Cashlyn. I was like, hey, would you like to voice in this? And she was like, yeah, sure, I'd love to do it. Let's see. And then after that, here we go. 07/28/2021. So this is August. I was right. Okay, so she contacts me and says, hey, for this project, I have 4 auditions open. And I was like, oh, really? And so I auditioned, and I wound it up in, she gave me some feedback, and she said, let's see, scroll a little bit. Yes, she goes on September, wait. Oh, sorry, that was July. I'm so sorry. I cannot read dates to save my life.
Thank you.
Okay, let me try again. So July. Let me go back. This is off to a great start. July. What's the date? I said, yeah, that's right, 07/2028. No, I'm sorry, that's when I asked her. Oh no, it was on the same day. Okay. I can hear I can hear Kelp typing like, you rambler. Okay, is he actually in the chat?
No, I mean, I don't think so. It's about I haven't seen any of them yet.
That's weird. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna rant about that later.
Well.
But anyways, so it was right. It was on the 28th. I submitted several auditions. Okay, so that was July 28th, not August. Yes. So Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021. She goes, "Hey, want to come to my server?" And I was like, "What?" Yeah, so that's how I joined up her server. And that's where my voice acting career, well, I say career, but it's kind of a more of a, it's where I started getting, like, doing stuff all the time. This is where I, like, started being heavily involved in all this stuff, because Quesstion's server is very project-oriented. She gets projects done, she casts people, she gets lines done, she edits, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's where I started to get corresponding with other people, meeting other people, networking, which is very important in VA, and pretty much any business that involves people. So yes, it's safe to say that Quesstion is very involved in my role as a voice actor, and she has also been kind of a mentor when I first started out. When I have more so when I joined her server, because we just started DMing back and forth just about personal stuff, about voice acting in general, and she's been very kind and very sweet. She can be kind of a prick as well too, about some stuff, but that's just Quesstion for you. It's just the older sister and her coming out. Wait, did she just? Oh gosh!
No, I'm saying let you know she doesn't pop in the chat and heard that.
I was like, wait, did she? For a second, like, wait, did she just chop in the chat? She's probably gonna listen to this later, though.
Probably, considering that this was notified in the Sonic Nation. So
I mean,
she is in that
it's
server.
I think she'll just laugh about it, but
probably DM you later.
Probably DM me like, did you call me a prick? I'm like, maybe.
I'm already laughing my butt off and thinking about it.
But yeah, that's where I just start taking off, because she does a lot of voices, and so I started asking her to do a bunch of voices for me. She does so confirmed for her. She is Rouge, Sally, and yeah, that's about it so far. But that's where I started, like, producing my own comic. Well, I won't say comics, producing my own content, and getting my own audio dramas, like getting all these VAs to correspond with me. It's also where I met Sydney Page, a Blue Moon 88. It's where I met Kelp. It's where I met Yoshi Tails 13, who's a really sweet guy. That's where I met like a bunch of people I know today. So yeah, so I started getting involved. I started networking some more. Like, people started asking me to be in their projects, started voicing lines. I started auditioning a lot. And I guess that's it, because it's been kind of the same ever since I joined the server. Like, I've been writing and creating content, and also like doing stuff with Quesstion and all the other VAs. And it's also where I got my rival. So every guy, Kelp. Did he not tell you? Again,
that was episodes ago, like maybe 1 or 2 episodes ago.
Okay, yeah, he probably mentioned it. Yes. We are bitter rivals, and we attack each other every time we go on a Shadow audition. We try to outdo the other, which is fun, because he's got a different take than Shadow than I do, but he gets casted more often as Shadow, which is funny, because this is also something that we joked about the other day, because we auditioned for a project where it has Shadow and Silver, and I love being Silver as well. I can also voice him. So we both auditioned for the same characters, Shadow and Silver. And it turned out that, like, he loves voicing Silver. He loves the boy, and I respect him for that. I know. He mentioned but he gets often casted as villains, which I don't understand. So Shadow, like, has that deep, edgy, and he has a deep voice, and I'm like, okay, fine. So when I looked at the who got casted for that project, it turned out that Kelp had been casted for Shadow, but I had been casted for Silver. And we just joked about it later, like, I don't get it. I want Shadow, you want Silver, and yet I get Silver and you get Shadow. And we both were just laughing, like, this is hilarious. This is funny.
I'm laughing right now. It hurts.
Yeah, it was very funny. I was like, wow, really? Yeah, but we've both given each other a little bit of tips. Him more than me because he voices Shadow more often than I do, which I hate, but it's reality. Yeah, I think we both can learn from each other, which we have. And also, Kelp, if you're in the chat or listening to this right now, just know I hate you.
What the heck, man? Oh my god.
I think that's all I can tell you right now, unless you, like, that kind of summarizes in a very generic and not so summarized way where I got my start and where I am now. So right now, I'm doing a bunch of projects. I'm also doing this and that and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's all I got.
Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, Rachel's in the chat.
Who's in the chat?
Rachel.
Rachel, good to see you. Nice. Yeah, I mentioned you in passing. You do good stuff. Actually, that's actually one of the lines I was recording for. That's where the yelling also comes from.
Right.
I think I did good. I mean, she told me I did good. Also, she has no idea what I'm planning for her. Because, she can ask me about it later in the DMs if she wants. Because I gave her 2 hints, and she has been completely oblivious. I've been recording a lot, sorry. Oblivious to my hints, but that's okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, but no, I've been very... Rachel's also been an inspiration for me because she does a lot of comic dubs, and I've always wanted to work with her as well. I managed to do that with one of my own comic dubs, and now I get to work with her again with this one. So, yes. Hire me more often, Rachel. And I'll do the same for you. Okay.
Wait, here's a question.
I'm ready to move on because I've already told you like everything.
Yeah,
so.
Anyways, here's a question.
Give me another question. Any question?
From Tails Co. What is your favorite Sonic character?
Shadow. There's a funny story behind that. So it used to be Tails when because Tails is a really sweet boy. He's small, he's foofy, he's a mechanic, he's a genius. We all love him. It switched over to Shadow because I started when I researched his character and everything. Because I haven't played a lot of the games, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But I started researching like his character and stuff, and I got like really I started like relating to him. Like he's like really like dark and edgy, but on the inside he's really hurting because he lost his best friend. He doesn't really like to show his emotions, and I'm like, I respect that. He's a really sweet guy, I guess, if you get to know him.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite Sonic character, Shadow. Did you want me to voice him or something? Just like say a line? Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
That also saves my throat.
Yeah, let's not. Let's see.
I mean, it's not that extensive. I can, but...
Yeah, it's best not to turn your voice any more than that.
Well, I mean, if someone asks, I'll do it, but it's not that bad. That actually brings up another thing, because at work I would also talk to myself and practice different lines, different emotions as well. So when I would practice Shadow at work, I would probably do it all day in my shift. Mm-hmm. When I come home, I would also sound kind of hoarse because after hours of doing that, it's kind of really hard in your throat. But I'd be like, I voiced Shadow today at work. My head cashiers think I'm crazy, but just it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Anyways, someone that my friend True Blue Star asked, how did you meet the Sonic franchise, or what got you into the Sonic franchise?
Okay, so it was so my first Sonic game. Oh shoot, I have no idea. I have to think about this really hard. I think I first met Sonic. I think it was Sonic and the Black Knight, actually. That was my first Sonic game, I believe. And then it was yeah, right. Oh, hold on. I just remembered. It actually goes further back than that. So when I first started like understanding the franchise and stuff, that was Sonic the Black Knight. But way back in the day, when the Leapster was still around, Anybody here remember the Leapster? Anyone here old enough to remember the Leapster?
Yeah, I was born around the time when they had that.
Yeah, we had one growing up, and one of the games we had was the Sonic X game that came out on the Leapster, where you had to do math and stuff. That was my first encounter with Sonic, and that game was a lot of fun. Hated math, but still was a lot of fun. We played that game, oh my gosh, ad nauseum, because technically it was the only Leapster game we had, aside from the default game that was in there. So that was my first encounter with Sonic, and oh my gosh, I love that game. I love the Leapster. Then there was Sonic and the Black Knight, years later, like in the 2010s, early 2010s. And I really liked that game, despite the garbage controllers that people would say. And we switched over to we got the prequel before that, which was the Secret Rings, which had even more garbage controls. Well, they're garbage now, because like our Wii remotes are like, they're old, and they're, you know, kind of, they're dying. But they had a good run. Anyways, so it was like Secret Rings. And then when we went on vacation, we played the Mario Olympic games. I forget which one, unfortunately. It was one of the winter games.
It was probably one of the other ones.
Yeah, it was one of the Olympic games. And then around 2018, 2019, I think, we got the game Sonic Forces. And that's what really brought me into the Sonic franchise, because Infinite was cool, I gotta say. I wish his character was better, like, now that I know about, like, all this different stuff and crud and the whole thing. But at the time playing the game, I was like, dang, this guy is like, wow, look at his powers, look at his mask, he's cool. And a little bit before that, I had also played the Sonic games, like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic CD on the phone, because Mr. Christian Whitehead, I believe, had like ported the games to the Apple Store or something. I don't know. It was there. I played it, and I had a lot of fun. Didn't beat the game because I didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds, but I still had a lot of fun. So yeah, that was. Wait, did they ask me what my first Sonic games or how many I've played?
Yeah, what got you into the franchise? How did you?
Yeah, so Forces is what got me into the franchise. Yeah, so that like really brought me into it and grounded me. Like this guy is cool. I really wish I grew up with several of the games that people talk about, but don't worry, I'm gonna repent and play those games pretty soon. So.
Ooh, okay, here's an interesting question in regards to voice acting. What's your personal favorite character to voice as?
Shadow. I'm sorry. My personal favorite character is Shadow, and Kelp cannot take that from me. No, I love voicing Shadow. I love voicing the edgy boy, any iteration. I have an old character sampler that I have that well, it's old because I did it last year. I need to update that soon. But I did all four, well, technically 4 iterations of Shadow. There was Griffith, Humphrey, Thornton, and my own take. So,
all right.
And I've been told by my rival of all people that my Humphrey Shadow is like my best one.
Nice.
Because he does a mixture of Humphrey and Griffith, because he has a mid to low voice. But I can do a spot on Humphrey impression, which he respects. In fact, he has told me that he uses my Humphrey Shadow, that part of the character sampler, as practice, like as inspiration. I was like, bro, wow. And that's humbling coming from your rival of all people. But yes, Shadow is my favorite boy.
Yeah, you learn all from each other. Anyways, Rachel asks, how did you come up with your OC design? I've actually been wondering that myself.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is a fun one. I'll take a drink of water and answer that question.
Go ahead.
So, my dear Rachel, it actually started like sometime when I was in the interim between August and January. I forget when exactly. I had gotten involved with a game. Well, okay, it's not really a game. Let me think about this a second. Anybody here heard of Roblox? I don't know how to describe it.
I know Roblox. I played it a few times.
I used to play that a lot when I was involved with this friend that I had to cut off because we played a certain game all the time. But there was another game that I got involved with called Sonic Pulse. And it was there you can create like your OC. You have OC Hedgehog, Fox, and Echidna. So I had actually created the concept of Dr. Harold Luke Hildeberg way back before that, when I was first involved with the Sonic community. He originally was a human. He was basically me, but with a mixture of John Arbuckle and Dr. Doofenshmirtz. But as a human, as me.
Okay.
And so that gave me an excuse to do like wacky things and invent wacky stuff and be an idiot, sort of. I mean, I'm an idiot now, but gave me an excuse to be an idiot, and it was acceptable. so that leads back to Sonic Pulse, where I was hoping I could do a human, but I was like, oh, okay, well, that sucks. I can do a hedgehog and stuff. I was like, okay, I'll just make him as a hedgehog. So I got the body. I was like, okay, what could it be like? Let's do this. Let's do this color. Let's not do like the typical Sonic head styles. Put 3 big quills in the back of his head, kind of like a mohawk. And put spikes on his wrist and biker gloves and big floofy chest and body stripes, because I like that design. And then there was also, let's put blue tips on his quills, put glasses on him, because I wear glasses. And then the shoes, let's just do this color. So it was just basically just kind of this, and this. Okay, there he is. And when I got involved with my channel, I looked at him. I was like, okay, you could work. So I brought him. I went to my artist, Sonisis, who is an amazing artist, by the way.
Right.
I asked her to draw him. Well, I asked her to draw my YouTube banner and my my thumbnail. No, my bad. She draws several thumbnails for me, for my audio dramas. But going back to this, she drew my profile picture as well, the one you see right now.
Right.
She drew that, and she drew my YouTube banner, and I was like, holy cow, I'm coming back to you for more. So I was like, man, I love your style and stuff. Phenomenal work. And she charges, yes, but I think the price is worth it, of course. That's kind of how Harold came to be. So his character, that's what came to be. His character is currently being developed in my audio dramas. However, I have already lore listed in my head about his. I've already have a full-blown profile, a whole Google Doc of his biography, where I just opened up what exactly he's what he's like, what he's doing, his likes, his dislikes, all that. I don't send that out willy-nilly though, so don't ask me for it.
Don't
unless
worry,
I know you.
Yeah,
and
not really asking.
Yeah. So I don't give that out willy-nilly. What I can tell you, I can sum it up a little bit. He's a dork, so he's a mixture of myself, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, Fender from Robots, John Arbuckle, oh gosh, who else?
Before you continue, I'm going to say this. Rest in peace, Robert Williams, who played Fender.
Yes, rest in peace. I forgot about that. Yes, rest in peace, Robin Williams. Anyways, so Fender, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, John Arbuckle. I can list more, but I'm pretty sure there's more inspirations from him. I think that's the only 3 I can think of right now. But he's very heavy on the John Arbuckle and Doofenshmirtz personality. He gets all his wacky personality from Doof, and also his love of inventing machines, although he's not going to take over the tri-state area. And he gets his really bad dating life from John Arbuckle, as well as some of the goofiness that comes from that. But the rest of it, he's kind of like my Sona. He's got my personality, my my heart and soul into it. When I play Harold, when I voice him, I pour everything I can into him, as well as altering different stuff. So he's kind of like his own creation, so to speak. So yeah, that's kind of how he came to be.
All right. Hang on, let me look at next question. So I saw Josh was in the chat.
Hi, Josh.
Let's see. They're open. Oh, very funny, jerk. Alright, let's see. God dang it. Thought I saw another question. Okay, alright, here we go. Princess Nikki asks, besides Shadow, which other Sonic characters are your favorites?
Oh, besides Shadow. So I mentioned Tails earlier. He was like the top favorite before he was replaced by Shadow. He's your cute boy. Another one of my favorite characters from the Sonic series is Rouge the Bat. I like how she's kind of, because how to phrase this? She reminds me a lot of Cashlin. If she was Cashlin, I guess. I kind of, every time I see Rouge, I kind of see Cashlin a little bit. Except with all the sultry seductiveness and all that's part of her character. But regarding the voice, regarding how she carries herself, Rouge reminds me a lot of Cashlin. I don't know why. Probably because Cashlin voices her a lot and also it completely embodies her when she does. But I don't know.
I can see what you mean, considering I do have her casted as Rouge in the comic, the fan comic series Sonic Blood Moon.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun.
All right.
Yeah, but so there's Tails, Rouge, and then you can't go wrong with Omega. Omega is one of my favorite. He just goes around and blows stuff up. I'm like, I respect that. You just give him a bomb and he'll be happy for days.
Hey, that's why I enjoy voicing him. I voice him on my channel.
Yeah. I have not had the pleasure of voicing him yet because my laptop does not support. Well, it doesn't support voice mod, which I could use here, but what I'm using right now is not as good as the mic I'm in my studio. But once I figure that his voice on Audacity, look out. That's all I can say. But yeah, that won't be for a while because I'm focusing on other stuff right now and also focusing on beating Kelp at auditions.
Oh
okay,
I'm
done.
God, jeez. You take the competition way too literal.
We have a rivalry, man. It's we are going to talk about rivalries in general and in Sonic, in Sonic Revolution, March 16th. So watch out for that. We'll be talking about rivalries and also picking on each other probably. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my god. Anyways, are you excited for the Sonic movie coming out?
Yes, I'm very excited. I wish I could go see it with Cashlin. But I may or may not go to the meetup that's in Florida that Revolution's hosting. It'll all depend if I can, 1, request off, and 2, what the heck we're doing down there. So I'm going to talk to Remix about that later and see if I can go. But yes, if I can't go, I'll just stay here and watch with my brother at the theater, and it's going to be a good time. I'm very excited for it.
Alright. And also Miguel, he can't really spoil what that project he's working on. You'll just have to wait and see.
Which project was this? It was the Mandalorian one, right?
Wasn't it another one you're working on?
I'm working on several projects, like comic dubs and stuff. I think he's who was it again? Who asked the question?
Miguel asked, "Are you doing? What are you doing? What? Are you doing your new project? What are you? In regards, are you working on your new project right now? What are you doing
regarding?
Yeah.
What am I working on right? Well, I can answer. What am I working right now? So I just recently got permission to dub another comic. I will only say it involves a really sweet couple, Antoine and Bunny Rabbit.
Yes.
I'm also working very hard on another project, the episode 5 for the audio drama series. People have been, I think they've been waiting for that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just waiting on one more person to resubmit her lines. You're going to be very pleased, I'm sure. And then we have, let's see. I'm also working on a dub of Pool Stairs, but there's something very special that I'm working on because I have all the lines except for at least, I think, one person. But this is a very special kind of line. So you'll just have to wait and see for that. So, I mean, those two projects are just waiting for lines, so I'm just working on other stuff as much as I can. But yeah, I did mention in an earlier live stream that I did where I finally beat Kill It With Fire. And those darn spiders. I did mention that I will be going on vacation, and also classes will be starting up soon. So,
You're gonna see about
projects and content. Yeah, projects and content
will.
will slow. Yeah, it's gonna slow down a little bit depending on what kind of homework I got.
Right.
And I'm also trying to look for a new job. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
It's gonna. Yeah, it's not easy. So, but we'll see. Just keep in mind, I'm gonna be busy.
Oh my god. I got two interesting questions. First, I'll read off the one from True Blue Star. Yes. So, you like Shadow the Hedgehog. So, does that mean Shadow the Hedgehog is your favorite Sonic game?
This is gonna be really funny.
That's the way I read that one off first.
No, this is gonna be really funny because I've never played Shadow the Hedgehog. So.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
I plan to, but not yet. I've got several other games to play first. I am in the middle of playing Sonic the Hedgehog for episode 1, so I'm gonna finish that first, and then do that second episode. Then we're gonna go into like the adventure games. So, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll definitely keep that on my list. That's definitely a game I'd like to try out sometime. But no, just because I like Shadow the Hedgehog doesn't mean I like the game. Partly because I've never played it. So.
Alright. Okay, the other one was from Rachel. She says, what is your favorite thing about voice acting?
I like how the people that I get to meet are like so kind and nice and everything. Most of them anyway. Voice acting also is kind of an escape if you think about it, because you're voicing a character that's not you, but your voice and how you carry yourself and how you do that character, everyone thinks that that's the character's voice, not yours. It happens all the time with voice actors in like Hollywood and stuff, where it's hard for me to imagine, say James Arnold Taylor voicing a character like say a side character because. Just because his voice range is like god tier. And it's hard to imagine that character being James Arnold Taylor. I just imagine as that character. Same thing with like, video game franchises and stuff. You don't see the voice as like, oh, that's say Roger Craig Smith, or oh, that's Mike Pollock. You actually hear the characters. You actually embody that voice actor as the character, and you say, that's Eggman, or that's Sonic, that's Shadow. So yeah, that's one of my favorites about being a voice actor, because I get to become those characters, and they hear my voice and they go, that's Shadow. Or if they know me for like a long time, they go, hey, that's Ultimate. Oh, hey, what's up?
It still surprised me to say that Mike Pollock voiced some of the characters from the older TV shows that even I used to watch when I was a kid, besides Sonic X.
Is this an anime? Because my anime is not. I don't know a lot about anime. Kelp berates me about that all the time. But
wait, what? What?
Oh, you mentioned a show that Mike Pollock was in.
No,
I was like, is
no.
that anime?
Yeah, People Love Pinata. Have you seen that?
No.
It was an old show that was on for kids, like Sonic X.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's because I didn't watch TV growing up. So.
Okay. But
yeah, that's fine.
Anyways, let's see. Oh. Ooh, Nikia, what are your thoughts on the Sonic Frontiers?
Who asked it, and what was the question?
Nikia, she asked, what are your thoughts about Sonic Frontiers, the new Sonic game that's coming out?
I mean, it looks good, and the fact that Ian Flynn is writing the story, it gives me confidence it's going to be good. But I'd like to reserve any further comments about the game until I see some gameplay, because so far we've only seen a trailer and we've only been hearing rumors. So I don't want to make any conclusions yet.
And also, Josh, you're dead. I saw that horrible joke. Anyways, let's see. Okay. Ooh, darn it. That was blood. Let's see. We already answered that one. I'm trying to find some more. Okay, while we're waiting for another question, did you ever see yourself doing something else before voice acting? Did you ever see yourself doing? Did you ever thought of anything?
Did I ever see myself in other stuff than voice acting?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes, actually. That's going back to where I like trying to figure out what I want to be in life. I first wanted to be a police officer. Then I wanted to be a vet. But then I wanted to be a chiropractor. But all those options are kind of expensive. So I'm like, oh boy. But right now, no, I don't think I can see myself in anything but voice acting, because this is the only thing that I've been passionate about. That I want to pursue as a career. This is the only thing I've been sitting and going, this is something I want to make as my life. So yeah, I know not right now. No, I don't think I'd ever see myself outside of doing voice work and stuff like that.
All right. Let's see. Let's get these questions going, good. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, Tilsko asks, what is your favorite Sonic comic? I get stub.
Well, yeah, if we go Sonic comic, I've never seen any of the Archies, so yeah, that's kind of a biased question because I've read IDW, so yeah. But comic dubs?
Yeah, which one did you enjoy?
That's also hard because I've seen so many good works. I've seen bad works, but I've seen so many good works. I cannot honestly tell you that what my favorite one is. How about we switch up the question to what's the favorite comic dub I've worked on?
Yeah,
that'd be easier to answer.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I think my favorites, that's hard, it's easier, but it's also kind of hard to choose from. I think my favorite so far has been I really like the Shadooge compilation that I did with Cashlin. That has a special place in my heart because I'm a big Shadooge shipper. If anyone does not know, and just voicing comics for that ship is I had a lot of comics. Like it was from a lot of different artists. I was promoting them basically, and that was really fun to do because Cashlin and I were just like brainstorming and going through a bunch of our work and going, let's ask this person, that person, and we're doing the different ranges of motion for Shadow. That was a lot of fun.
All right. Let's see. I did see another question. There was one from let's see. Ooh, yeah, Fried Voices as ultimate favorite hobby besides voice acting.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Favorite hobby, and I added to that, besides voice acting.
Oh, that's easy. Video games. You put me in front of a screen with a game, I'll be happy for hours till I beat it. Yeah, but I love video games. I've done, Sonic's a video game franchise, so, but yeah, I love playing video games. I love just sitting and just gaming and chatting with my friends. Yeah, if I could do that, that'd be great. That's all I can say about that, I guess.
Alright. So, here's a question, and since you never read the Archie comics, who's your favorite character in the IDW comics?
Oh, man. Okay, so this is going to be a tie. It's Whisper and... three-way tie. Whisper, Tangle, and Starline. So, for each reason, Starline is a character which I really think is really well written as a villain. And how he's slowly growing on his own in the later issues. He's also a fun character to voice, especially for Sonic Revolution and for one of the comics that I did. I'm hoping to voice him more often in my own content, though. Right. And then Tangle, oh my gosh, she is like that rambunctious friend that you just gotta keep restraining because she'll kill herself if you don't stop her. For me, she is voiced by the lovely Sydney Page, although I've heard other people voice her as well, and they're really good. But I just love Sydney's iteration because she gets the energy and the different ranges of emotion that Tangle's capable of, because she's not always this, oh wow, whoa, I'm a sugar crash, I'm a sugar high, all that stuff. She can emote. She can be sad. She can be upset. But she's just like a really joyous character I love. And then Whisper, I really like her character as well because she's kind of reserved. I kind of like these shy types because I don't know. They get drawn to me for some reason. I don't know. Yes, but Whisper is also like also a really well written character. She's got issues. She struggles with having friends again. And she's also more cautious than Tangle. I really like how they're kind of a yin-yang relationship because like she's the yin where she's like out there, outgoing, let's explore new stuff, and then Whisper's kind of the yin. The yang, my bad. The yang where she's like more reserved. She wants to be more alone. She doesn't want to put anyone in danger. So I think they bring up the best in each other. So like Tangle brings out more like outgoing, more smiling, more emotive Whisper, and then Whisper brings out Tangle's protectiveness and like she doesn't want anything to happen to her friend, anything. Another reason I like Whisper is because I ship her with my OC, so there's that.
Okay. Let's see. Frontier, he asks, what's your favorite video game that isn't Sonic game?
Oh my gosh. That's not fair. Because I love them all. I loved most of the games that I played. There may be one or two that I didn't like, but still. Oh, good grief.
What are you, Charlie Brown?
Shush. If I had to pick one game to be my all-time favorite, that has to be, excuse me, I need to take another drink of water.
Take it down.
Gosh, I can feel my throat. Anyways, if I had to pick one all-time favorite, it would have to be Super Mario Galaxy. We grew up with that game, and we 100%ed all of it. It's been one of my all-time favorite games because that was the first Mario game to ever have a full-blown orchestra for the soundtrack and the music. I'm telling you, the story is great. The controls are amazing. Mario is a boss, but the music just gets you happy at one moment, you're crying in the next. It's just so good. I could listen to that soundtrack all day.
All right.
So yeah, if I had to choose, that'd be my all-time favorite.
Okay. We'll try to get into a few more questions and then end it there. If I can find some. Thinking of like looking back at like how Tails was your first favorite. Did you ever imagine yourself getting the chance to voice Tails in a video or not?
Voicing Tails?
Yeah.
Although Tails is in my range, that is not a character it's in my range, but it's not a character I'm like fully comfortable doing. Not because like anything bad. It's just it's hard to keep that high level of his voice. It's kind of hard for me to although I can do it, I can wholeheartedly do it, but it gets rather hard to like maintain his voice for long periods of time. So no, I don't see myself voicing Tails in a video game or any like dubs and stuff anytime soon. I'll leave that to my fabulous VA that I've casted for my projects, which is Rio Dies. So yeah, she does a fantastic Tails. Her Tails is cute. She's also Whisper for me, just letting you know. So
okay.
She also does a fantastic Whisper as well.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeesh, really getting much questions with this one. Let's see. Is there, like, out of all the projects you've done, is there one big one you've been wanting to do?
So is there a what?
Like, yeah, out of all of the projects you've done and the current one you're currently working on, is there one big project you hope to actually make a reality?
Oh, like dub? Oh, man. Like a comic dub.
Well,
That's
anything in
very
general. Like anything in
Oh.
general. Not just a comic dub, but like anything in general.
Oh man. Well, this is a long shot. But it actually. Oh gosh. I'm not sure if I should tell you guys.
That's up to you.
So there's two content creators that I want to be involved with, that I want to work with a lot. Those being Bulma Bunny, who runs the Tales and Sonic Pals channel, and Sonic Sun 182. Those two channels are people that I want to get involved with and want to work with more, because I really like their content and I think I can attribute something to that. So I've already hit my goal with working with big people. We're working with quesstion, for Pete's sake. Working with I'm working with Pixel Rush. I'm working with Sonic Revolution, which is big in the Sonic community. I'm rubbing shoulders with a lot of people who who have like a lot of reach, high subscribers, and so they're, like I say, big. I think I've hit my high part when I'm working with Sonic Revolution as a VA there, and a lot of people know about Sonic Revolution and all that. But those two people, Bulma Bunny and Sonic Song 182, I would love to like be a part of what they're doing, because I think their content is great, and I believe I can attribute something good to that.
Right.
So those are my goals, my two big goals that I really hope become a reality one day in my time as a fan VA here.
All right.
And I say as my time as a fan VA because eventually I'm hoping to become a professional, but I'll still do fan stuff like this. I hope, if I'm allowed. We'll see.
Right.
Still learning that side of the industry. But right now, yes, that's total 100%. If they asked me to do stuff for them, I'd be like, sign me up.
I enjoy being able to actually work with Cashlin and Pixel Rush. Since
I did. I mentioned those. Yes, Pixel Rush was. I didn't like expect to work for them. I just auditioned for one of his stuff. He's like, "Hey, want to be Antoine for my series?" I'm like, "Oh." Yeah. So that's how I ended up voicing for Pixel Rush, and I kind of knew him beforehand too, because I saw his stuff too because of Cashlin. Yes, because she voices in his stuff as well.
Right.
But yeah, that's where 100% Bulma Bunny and Sonic Song 182. 100%. If they ask me, I'll be like, oh yes. That's my two big goals.
Alright.
Now, I gotta say, real quick, please do not go after those two and start telling them to cast me. That is completely unprofessional and uncalled for.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
don't.
do it. If they come out with auditions with stuff, I will audition. I will keep it professional. So please do not start harassing them. Please do not start telling them to cast me as whatever, because they've got their stuff going right now. I know KN is completely like booked. She's tough to book, let me tell you. And Bulma is also like doing her own thing. She's not looking for anybody right now. So please do not pursue them on Twitter or whatever you see him on and start telling them about me like, hey, he really wants to be a part of your stuff. Please don't do that, because that'd be a bad look on me, and that'd also be completely unprofessional for both VAs and fans.
Right.
I just wanted to say that.
Nope, I understand. Alright. So. Alright, I think that'll be the last question to be asked. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed being a guest on the channel for this
Thank you,
journey.
because my voice is about shot.
Yeah, I think this would be a good time to actually end it all.
Yeah.
Sorry, Telesco and Brady. We'll end it there. Anyways, do look forward to the next episode. I am still working on that, and it's funny you bring up their names. KN and Sonic Sun 182 Elaine. I'm still trying to see if I can get them down for an interview.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, you've had Mike Pollock. Why not bring him in? Those two.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna try to brag about it. Like,
Yeah. Still a big feat though.
Right. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode.